Does intention harm art? Yes, it does. But as humans with plenty of art careers and YouTube channels and just generally creativity-based jobs in general, we need intention in art. I started a little drawing project a month or two ago where I walked outside and gathered some little cute photos and videos of nature and how spring was beginning and all that. I wanted to make a little fairy art piece with using markers in my sketchbook and kind of start filming that a little bit. Maybe use it for a YouTube short. Really, I thought it was a really cute idea. I started out pretty strong, but after a bit, I get weighed down by the thought that, oh man, I gotta keep filming this. But I can't really think creatively while I'm filming. And then I took a break. I waited for the right time to finish the final stage of that little mini project, and I prevented myself from continuing in my sketchbook until I finished that piece. But I never came to it. Never opened my sketchbook. I was like, oh, but I don't want to draw on this until I finish this last piece. And you know what? I never did. I didn't add anything in my sketchbook for like the next week. I actually ended up doodling a little bit in blank spots in other pages previously, but I didn't progress in that project or my sketchbook because I just didn't feel like working on that project anymore. It kind of turned into a thing that I just wanted to make for YouTube instead of actually having fun. What started as a creative, oh, I want to try this sounds fun, turned into more of an intention-fueled project where I wanted this end goal, but I didn't feel like creating. I just wanted the fruits, but I didn't want to go through the sowing of the seeds in a way. And this hump of me wanting to do this so much prevented me from being creative for like a whole week. This is an example of intention hurting art. You see, like, intention. So we need intention to be creative. You can only really be creative when you're working inside of a box. This allows us to give us some guidelines. It aids us a bit in our ideas because we have a set perimeter to work within. It's really hard to be creative when you have no boundaries at all. But having too much boundaries and being fixed on a certain end goal can stifle this and make this less fun. I'm going to use my hopefully future webcomic as an example. So I have this idea, this intention of how I want this to go, but I am unsure of how to put that idea forward exactly as I imagine it as. For at least 2 years, I stalled in the creation, just drawing, and eventually I started scripting. So I started scripting, but then revising, retconning, and just rewriting. And because I didn't think that was how I wanted the story to end up, as it didn't fit my vision, even though it was fun to write those things, they just didn't fit my vision, my intention. I was having fun writing these random things, but they didn't reach my wanted end goal. This intention was stifling this supposedly creative outlet that I really, really want to achieve, but I'm too stiff of how I want this story to go. But intention isn't bad. Once again, we need intention to improve in our art and creativity, in our skills, and push forward in creative careers, and to set goals and projects, which is kind of the fun thing about this. But with too much intention, we can forget why this is fun. We just get focused on the end goal, and that can really sap the fun out of these things we love to do so much. allow yourself to go in these quick little bursts of inspiration that deviate slightly from your intentions, and maybe after you're done, cut back on them a little bit if they went a little bit too far, or shift your perspective and your outline for your project. But at the same time as pursuing these creative projects, you should also impulsively create little, maybe 30-minute projects. Like this other drawing I did by impulse, where I drew my little human versions of these characters. I drew them in little kidcore inspired outfits. This is how I avoid letting my intention overtake my creative pursuits. I know I went from saying intention in art is bad to intention in art is okay. But what I was really trying to get across was that your mindset when you go into art and creative projects, the mindset you focus on is important, and how and controls how much fun you have and what you learn and accomplish. So I ask everyone to be careful with how they approach art projects in the future, because no one wants to be stuck with a no fun art project that they've been working on for months and don't have any motivation to do. This was Esme. Happy drawing.